You ever get tired of reading manga where people are getting their heads punched in every second panel? Like, don't get me wrong, I love a good short tension fight as much as the next person. But sometimes I just want characters to talk about their feelings instead of,
Hey, it's me,
screaming while
Goku!
powering up for 9 pages straight. That's where romance manga comes in to save the day. It's like a warm cup of tea on a cold day, except the tea is sometimes laced with heartbreak, betrayal, and the occasional misunderstanding that makes you want to throw your phone out the window. But it's fine, it's all part of the charm. Romance manga gives your soul a much needed cuddle before reminding you you're single.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
And yes, I read romance manga because I believe nothing hits harder than a well executed will they won't they that drags on for 30 chapters until they finally hold hands. Peak storytelling. Shakespeare could never. Now, when it comes to romance, there are some heavy hitters that everyone knows about. You got your fragrant flower blooms with dignity, or the guy she was interested in wasn't a guy at all, or love is war if you're feeling nostalgic. But today I'm talking about a story that doesn't get nearly the recognition it deserves. A story that's so criminally underrated, I'm convinced it's hiding in witness protection. It's called Renji to Naruto. And no, before you ask, it's not about a flower dating a ninja, although now that I think about it, I'll read that too. Anyway, let's get into it. First of all, I would like to thank you all for the support recently. It means the world to me. If you're enjoying the video already, smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe so I can continue to make videos. Now, let's get into it. Now, I know I already said that this manga is good, but just so you guys can understand just how good it is, Renji to Naruto is in my top 5 romance manga of all time. I don't say that lightly. That spot is usually a lot tighter than the protagonist feeling in chapter 1, but this manga is really good. The story follows Shinji, your standard tired adult NPC. He's the kind of guy who blends into the background of a slice of life scene. Works a low-end job, comes home tired, probably eats instant noodles and contemplates his life decisions at 1 a.m. like the rest of us. Pretty relatable. He used to frequent this restaurant, his comfort zone, his little safe haven, but one day it's closed. Boom, gone. Just like that. He shrugs it off like, well, time to emotionally detach again and moves on. But then, after a while, he sees the restaurant open again. He steps inside and boom, Gyaru. Standing behind the counter is Renji, this cheerful golden-hearted Gyaru with bright eyes and a welcoming smile that looks like it could pierce through a black hole of despair. Shinji's taken back like, did I walk into a cooking show or a rom-com setup? Renji sees him and absolutely lights up. She shouts out, welcome, with so much joy, it's like he just came back from war or something. Shinji's visibly confused, which is understanding, but he sits down and orders food anyway. Then the weirdest thing happens. After she serves him, Renji just stands there, next to him, watching. Like a restaurant guardian spirit, waiting for his stats to go up. Shinji's in full awkward mode, eats quietly and compliments the food. After that, she smiles and leaves him be. Then, just as he's about to leave, she blocks the door like a final boss. Shinji's confused again until he realizes she wants him to say thank you for the food. So he does, and she lets him go. Weird? Absolutely. Adorable? Even more so. Just quick side note, after Shinji left the restaurant, Renji waved at him obviously, but since he had to wait at a stoplight, she just kept waving. Over time, Shinji keeps coming back, not just for the food, although let's be real, it's probably really good, but for the vibe, for Renji. This girl, who easily could be written off as a bubbly stereotype, becomes a real grounding presence in his life, and I mean that unironically. In one of my absolute favorite chapters, Shinji is faced with a big decision: accept a promotion at work that comes with more responsibility, or stay comfy in his current mid-tier existence. So what does he do? He goes to the restaurant. Naturally, emotional decisions require food, and around him, another customer complains about the food. yet Renji seems unbothered and just lives life. Shinji pays more attention to her, and as he watches, Renji's absolutely crushing it, running this place all by herself. He's inspired. This cheerful girl running an entire restaurant solo, flipping eggs and flipping rice, makes him want to work harder, to rise up, to do better. I mean, who needs corporate motivational speakers when you've got a Gyaru with a spatula? As the story progresses, we get these beautifully subtle moments between the two of them. No dramatic confessions in the rain, no love triangle involving a childhood best friend or a rich transfer student with secret trauma. Just warmth, support, and quiet growth. Shinji starts to come out of his little grey shell, and Renji becomes this vibrant force in his life. Not fixing him, but reminding him there's still joy out there, still connection. Honestly, it's less like reading a manga and more like watching two people slowly build something real over time. Which, if we're being honest, is way more romantic than 500 chapters of "I tripped and landed on you, oh no, our faces are 2 centimeters apart." At the time of recording, there are currently 38 chapters out, and while that might not sound like a lot, each one is a chef's kiss in terms of pacing, art, and emotional payoff. Quality over quantity, people. Don't let those bloated 400 chapter series fool you. Sometimes a short and sweet story hits harder than a shonen backstory. So yeah, if you're into wholesome vibes, realistic relationships, and characters who don't scream at each other to prove affection, I cannot recommend Renji to Naruto enough. It's heartwarming, funny, subtly profound, and frankly, it deserves much more love than it's getting. If you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a like and subscribing. It really helps the channel out and lets me continue talking about criminally underrated manga. And if you got any other recommendations for me personally, just drop them in the comments below. I read every single one, mostly while I'm procrastinating doing actual work. Thanks for watching, go read Renji to Naruto, and remember to say thank you for the food, Renji's always watching.